My Gavan and Melanine, and well met indeed. I am Arike Galadurthan, the head of the modding team behind Divide and Conquer, and welcome back to Divide and Conquer as we continue on. As our rather successful, yet not as successful as El Monstero's, Easterling campaign. Now, the only reason I mention that is because El Monstero is one of our testers, and he, at this point in the campaign, had already defeated Dorwinion and was besieging both Dale and Erebor. So, to give you an idea of how far behind and how much slower I play. Rhûn. We are, from last time, crossing the river here, which we shall name as previously the river. We've crossed the river, and we're heading north to Rhûn, where we will find the faction heir for Erebor, who has holed himself up in Rhûn, and he will die there. Whereupon we will then defend this river, which we shall aptly name River 2. From there, we hope to then also retain Wintirian Ior, but we will have to see what happens once we take Rhûn and what they send to take it back. In the east, the opposite side from the east, rather, we are besieging Monarchus. We've also got Karbisar moving in to support the army there, which, because of some mismanagement on my part. Kavasag has fallen to Mordor because of massive mismanagement and stupidity on my part. But other than that, we're doing quite well. And it's entertaining. And upon the retaking of Karbisar's triumph, or rather the retaking, of Monarchus, I've just realised something. With the fall of Curvasig to Mordor, we cannot get Chariots until we retain that town. And this therefore means we either need to... bribery's been taken away. Our only option is to attack Mordor to get Chariots. But I think we're at an end turn at the moment, actually, so...
How may I serve?
I should probably go ahead and do that, really, shouldn't I? What are we on? 10 past 6. Just for notes for when the episode should end. What else was I going to say? Oh, an attack. A premature attack by Delling. Oh, Delling. Delling. You've just signed your own death warrant there for one key reason. Can you tell what it is yet? Delling's bodyguard is going to be mowed down by Kirsch's bodyguard. Somebody posted something. Gollum, I believe, is your name on Total War Center and on Discord. And you posted about there's a bug with Rhûn in their EDB. And yes, you're right, there is. I'm aware of the poor form of the OR function. And I know that it can cause some pretty serious problems if not used correctly. And indeed, it has been used incorrectly by either DaC or I think that's a layover from the base game. Because you needed gold to train the highest tier troops in the base game as well. So I will rejig that. I will rejig that to get that to work a bit better. Alright, into positions now. We are going to just defend, as you might imagine, but one of our key aims here is to kill those guys before they really cause any trouble. And one of the best ways to do that is they're running away. What? Madness is this? Oh well, the pikemen are chasing them down and getting shot by arrow fire. There we go, we got them. Right, flank round. Up there. 16 high paladins remain. Got themselves trapped. Get those men-at-arms. You're moving in on the farmhand. You guys keep shooting arrows at things. Preferably not us. There's a unit of Thorn Bladesmen with their nice new purple regalia. There's a unit of Dorwinion men-at-arms. And, of course, the pikemen. And the General's bodyguard is now down to 12, and we're only down to 13. This will be an easy victory, I think. Oh, I don't know, actually. It's probably going to be a hard-fought victory, but it will be a victory nevertheless.
Shines on our disgrace.
I think.
We must turn the wind of battle, or we will taste ashes instead of victory.
Oh, that's a rubbish charge. No, shoot those pikemen over there. You hit those Thorn Bladesmen.
We have lost half of our men.
Where's the general gone? Ah, he attacked our archers, bugger. Thorn Bladesmen again. He doesn't have very many left though, does he? Oh, they've killed our unit totally. Oh dear. Get in there and hit them properly. There we are. That's how we kill them.
We must pray they lose their will to fight.
Let's kill this guy now. That should be an easy kill over there. And perhaps... I've not really done this very well, to be honest. Well, I have done this. I've not done this badly, but what I have massively done here is underestimate the defenders. I didn't really pay much attention. I must confess that whilst I am enjoying and looking forward to this episode today, I'm also looking forward far more to playing Guild Wars afterwards. I've had a particularly boring day at work today, and I'm looking forward to just turning my brain off and killing pixelated enemies.
The serpent's head. The enemy general is slain.
Right, the enemy general's gone. Now it falls down to us charging into things.
Or we will taste ashes instead of victory.
Pull out over there.
And are becoming tired.
In my dilemma about what to fill our next slot with, I'm thinking of something other than Total War, because historically the channel has always been DaC focused, but I don't want it to be Total War only. So I'm hoping for something else, but I'm sure inspiration will strike. And we will come across something that we want. What other modding things can I talk to you about? There was something that I had seen. I spoke about Hummingbird and his arrow capabilities, didn't I, already? Those pikemen are bloody killing us. Go and assist over there. And it's all over.
This is a day of victory.
Not a very good victory.
Foes lie dead or dying, as it should be.
The DaRatai warriors did very well. 102. That's not too bad at all, is it? Very good. Very good indeed. I'm hoping to finally return to a little bit of modding this weekend, for it's been now probably something like a month since I've even loaded up Dropbox. Save for... Well, no, I've loaded it up just to keep updated, but it's been a while since I've tinkered with any files.
Victory!
Do we want to do anything? No, just occupy. Ah, Lokan Rukar has been hit by an actual army. No general, though. And look at how many mainstream troops they get. Dorwinion really is good. They are really coming at us hard. There are 3 units of crossbowmen. We've only got, what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 archers, but 2 of them are smaller than 1 unit of crossbows. Oh, this is going to be a real challenge. Crossbowmen, horses. Oh dear. Have I saved it? Save it again anyway.
We dance with death this day, my man.
For those of you who are unaware, the Steam sale is currently on. Summer sale. You'll find lots of things are cheap. And as ever, this is a time to bolster your Steam library with games you will then never play. Which is what I certainly do every time a sale comes on. Oh, that's not a very good position at all. You're down the hill. No, we don't want that. So... Fire in ranks then, I suppose. And look, it automatically lines them up. It's such a rubbish feature. And why? That's not even close to the line. Madness is this. Interestingly, in the past day, I had 2 posts on my channel from people I'd never heard of, saying that their channel does free music and they'd love for me to like check out their channel and use some of the music because it will make the videos better, yada yada yada. And the only reason it's interesting because both of them were immediately flagged up as spam by YouTube's like filter, and additionally they both posted at almost identical times. And I've never had a comment like that before. So either it's absolutely madness coincidence that 2 channels who specialise in free music posted at almost exactly the same time. Or just one gentleman who happens to have 2 channels maybe doing the same thing. Would be my inclination. Now, I'll try and keep our general out of this as long as possible because he's going to die heavily to crossbow fire. But everyone else, if we can get everyone else involved, and we're laughing. Now what we also want to try and do is create kill zone down the middle again, so that our archers have a... Oh, I've totally just sped that up and not paused it. That was an absolutely ridiculously stupid waste of time there. We're going to try and create a kill corridor so that our archers have a target to fire at right to the end. So we put all of our units on the sides here. And then it gives our archers targets. And it's already immediately over and wasted because the cavalry came across the bridge first. Was that the crossbow cav? No, they're in the back. It's alright, we got them on the bridge. We've got quite a few archers. Should get quite a few kills. What are they not sending? Got some spearmen at the back there.
The enemy's general lies dead.
And they've already killed their own general.
Sets their doom upon them.
Send in our general. Try and capitalize on this moment. Is it a slaughter today? It's looking like it's going to be a slaughter today. I don't know, they're finally gaining momentum and they've crossed into this area. Although we have killed a lot. 34% of them are dead. We've got a lot of routing going on. It's a shame we don't have any cavalry. Chasing those people down would be very nice. Most welcome.
Badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Get out of the trees and get slightly closer so that you're not shooting.
Appears to be running in our favor. From good tidings
Right into our own men.
Victory spring forth.
We've lost a lot of people. We've lost, in fact, a huge chunk of our melee contingent, but we have slaughtered them today, haven't we? Like, really slaughtered them. I think they are actually running away. They're organised rout. Oh, organised routing. I never used that. Never happened to me before. So, whatever changes have come with Z3N's battle AI, I think this must be one of the things.
Drive them from the battle. The enemy must curse
Oh wow,
the day
that was
they
an
were born. Let all the poets write of this most wondrous triumph.
Now, this, I believe, is a victory that highlights two key things. Number one, that a bridge battle, even if you kind of flunk your setup, is still an incredibly strong defensive position if you have a lot of archers. But two, this highlights yet again how outrageously easy it is to win battles if the enemy, A, does not have an actual general, and B, you kill the leader of the enemy army early on. The outcome is what you have just seen. Slaughter. But we do now need to get more troops to Rhûn, because we obviously took damage there, and we need to reinforce that border. That's going to be a key point for Dorwinion now, I think. Especially with the arrival of Mordor in the plains of Ravanion, they're going to be sending more through the middle. Ah, Cabisar's got a wife. Oh, and a dragon drac guild. And the Balkoth join our banner. The dragon gathers its horde. Ah, does that mean we don't need Kavasig? Oh, this is interesting. Of different... That's spelled wrong. There is also talk regarding Rhûn from all of the testing reports that we're getting from the beta testers and of course my own campaign. The chariots that we have just unlocked are apparently really outrageously OP, and there's great discussion at the moment in that we may well make the chariots only join you once you also have Strondost, Karasant and Santanwi. So not directly, but yet heavily implying that you need to defeat Dorwinion in order to get the chariots. Which I think is a good idea.
An honor to serve. Yes.
Also, there is a couple of Dorwinion forces roaming around who have the potential to do quite a bit of damage to us. Could do with getting them killed off. Now, I'm told that the reason the caravan stopped, this is another bit of information I have for you. Many people have commented saying the caravan stop is really OP, build it, because you'll get a ton of money. Now, up to now, I've kind of ignored these, because if you just look at the caravan stops, this one gives you a population growth bonus. This one just gives you an increase in trade, is all it says. And the last one gives you an increase in trade, and the pop both bonus obviously goes up. So, if you're just reading the descriptions, it looks like the trading post merely gives a slightly higher pop growth bonus, and your generic increase in trade, the same thing that a market would give. But upon further testing from, again, El Monstero, possibly Orkla, I think it was El Monstero, there is a hidden trade bonus that goes along inherently with the caravan building that the game does not tell you about, and this is why it makes so much money. And this is something I'm going to hopefully reflect in the description of the trade caravan, because I think it's a massive failing on the part of the base game to not tell you about a huge bonus that it gives you. But that is why it is so lucrative to get the trade, because it does have a massive hidden bonus. So, oh, I was sending them south, but I'm tempted to send them north. But then you don't need cavalry on a bridge, so it's...
An honor to serve.
I don't know what to do with this guy, though, Torwald. So the caravan stop is useful because of a bonus that you can't see. But also, in addition, it's been pointed out that the Rhûn campaign is still unbelievably easy, and the main reason for this is the outrageous economy. And at the moment, my worst-case scenario plan is basically to drop all of the town levels in Rhûn down by 1. So everything that's a town will go to a village. Mistrand would go to a large town, etc. And I would basically remove the infrastructure from everything but Mistrand. So roads, anything pre-built will basically go. Highlighting this Unite the Tribes feature, and also building on the idea that the Daratai, who you are playing as, are essentially the game's most built up tribe, if you will.
As you will. The sun sets
Balkoth tribesmen. Now I think that there is a unit you probably will not see in this version, if I am not mistaken, and that will be the Balkoth. Yes, you won't see the Balkoth spear and shield unit because it came in after I started this campaign. So that one, unfortunately, you will not get. Now, Dagan has arrived. He doesn't have a chariot bodyguard because, as I mentioned, they were too OP. But Zartoshi does come with 2 Balkoth tribesmen. So we have now united the clans of Rhûn. We are now... Well, you can't train the chariot until after the barracks event, though, so we won't be able to do anything with that. What I'm thinking here is if you take those and you go to deal with Torwald, Zartoshi, you go and join Rukar, which will give him a much needed boost. And we end the turn for now. Sorry, I'm talking an awful lot about things that aren't all that relevant. But just giving you information on the ongoing changes to Rhûn to really nail down how to make this campaign difficult. The one thing about Rhûn that will never change is they will always be easy in the late game. Once you've defeated Dorwinion, and if you choose to Erebor, the campaign will be an absolute doddle. So what we're trying to do is just delay the time it takes to defeat those nations.
As you will.
And hopefully we're achieving that quite nicely, but we will see.
How may I
Take a unit of those with you, and I will have... Oh, we do get Balkoth Spearmen! Yes! Yes, 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 yes. And I will train all of those, actually. I'll use this brief moment to get a bit of money. He moved on Burdo Monarchus.
Yes,
do we go into the garrison with the cavalry? Do we stay outside?
I respect you, my enemy.
I think we go in. And Dagan will be our relief when they besiege the city. Perfect. Right, you're not building anything. I'll have a grain exchange. Thank you very much. I'd really like Dorwinion to take Curvasig so that I can take it back. I'm interested, though, that we got the Balkoth despite not actually owning Curvasig. Did the Balkoth only need Burdo Monarchus, or can Curvasig be owned by an ally, or is it the fact that we have owned it previously that allows us to then get it? I'm not too sure. Temujin's Glory can build quite an army, actually. But at the moment, we need to focus more on... we should probably attack there, really, shouldn't we? Let's be honest. Let's do that before a dwarven army arrives out of the trees or something. Now, another point I was going to talk about, the changes to Mordor that I spoke of last time about the Nazgul. It seems that this idea has a favour, but favour if it's tweaked ever so slightly, which I am in favour of. And this is essentially the system that it seems to have been favoured by you, the people, is, yes, you would like to see the Nazgul lose the bodyguard because it does take away some of the fun with how OP they are. But with a caveat that the Nazgul bodyguard Nazgul, that the bodyguard for the Witch King remains with the cavalry. So what we seem to have as an idea now, and as something that we'll use going forward, is the Witch King will likely have the cavalry as his bodyguard. The cavalry will not be recruitable ever, so you will only get one unit of OP bodyguard, and it will be the Witch King. Then the other generals will be assigned try and get a 50-50 split, so 3 will be the one and 3 will be the other, and we'll split them between the archers and the temple knights. So you'll have 3 dedicated, strong infantry generals, and you'll have 3 Mordor archer generals, which is something that Mordor desperately need. Not desperately need, but it's something that Mordor could do with, because Mordor are one of the game's worst archery nations, and that is a bit of a detriment to them, or to their detriment. So some of the Nazgul will get the dismounted Númenorian archers, and some of them will get the dismounted Númenorian soldiers. The Witch King will remain with his cavalry. So when these Nazgul die, they will come back into the game with the unit that they have at the start of the game. Right, now our best unit here is, of course, the crossbowmen.
Have lost the walls. Send your troops to take the rest of the settlement.
But the crossbowmen, of course, are slow to fire and have to get very close. But from that position, you'd hope. Let's not keep it on ×6, because I imagine they're not going to stand here and take it. After the first volley, I expect they'll charge out. Oh, I didn't realise the Erebor flag still suffered from that annoying little bug. Yep, there we are. Oh, no. Oh, really a little game of cat and mouse here. Little game of chicken. How close can we get? Go on, one more wave, one more wave. Run away! Margos is shooting as well now. Run away! Run away! Oh no, don't run away. Ah, because if they get closer and closer, they're then under the fire of all of our archers. And they don't want that. Sorry, this is going to be a very dull battle, but I'm all for winning these as easily as I can. Alright. Now you're all in position. You're not getting very many kills, though, are you?
Only half the enemy force remains. We must pray they lose their will to fight. Victory is well within our grasp.
Losing a couple of crossbowmen each time.
Our foe will surely see this and lose heart.
Yeah, these city battles really do get nutted, though. No! No! Tempting fate. They're really having none of it, are they? Get another couple of volleys in. If you could kill more than like 3 with each volley, that'd be brilliant.
Victory is well within our grasp. In time, our foe will surely see this.
Oh, we're down to 14. Stand your ground. Shoot some more crossbows, please. More bolts. Go on. Point blank. Oh, well done. Well done.
Victory is well
Right,
within our grasp.
this is well within our grasp. So
surely see this and lose heart.
we'll finish this off. In you come. What's left? 3 Royal Guard. And now we will wait, seeing what the dwarves see. Our bodyguards charge in, don't kill anyone on the charge, that's normal. You'll find that elite dwarves, because of their ridiculous mass stat, they can hold cavalry charges so well.
My lord, our men are in great
Oh, that was... he died easily, didn't he?
Come, let us drink of the most rare and...
Well, I apologise for the dull nature of that battle, but it was a success nevertheless. And that is what we're after. Now, Erebor, as has been pointed out, have nowhere to go, so they're coming for us. Which is why taking Rhubarb is quite a good idea, because then river number 2, we can defend possibly slightly easier, because the tree line gives them something to think about. And we've also already built towers all the way along there, which is nice. Right, so low tax rate, repair the wall, retrain crossbowmen. Can you retrain? Oh yeah, you can actually retrain everything. Oh, brilliant. Right, we'll stay in there for a turn till the crossbowmen are retrained, and then we'll stand on that bridge. Because they'll be coming through Winter Ore, I have no doubt. Oh, there's a dwarven port. It looks so good. They've built a port. They have a port. Do we want any more troops? I take another unit of crossbows to head north as we can. What's our money like? 3,000? That's not too bad. Satoshi's moving up. Dagan. Right, end of the turn. This campaign's going to be over before the Bree campaign even begins at this rate. Well, no, of course, because the Gondor episode next will be the last one of Gondor's episodes. And a totally unrelated aside, the Tiger Knight video that I did there was a massive miscommunication. I'm not going to lay blame or anything like that. There was a miscommunication on both parts, and in fact, I was never commissioned to do that video. I jumped the gun somewhat, and so I didn't get any. I didn't get paid to do that video. So that aspect of YouTube is yet to come. If it comes at all. One thing that I've noticed is the channel has, I wouldn't say stagnated, because that would suggest non-moving. But our subscription level has dipped massively, has slowed down, as it were. I think we have reached what I would like to call the peak. Of course, I will continue to grow with the odd person joining here, there, and everywhere. But on the whole, we are pretty much at the maximum point that I think we're going to be.
An honor to serve.
Well, who's being retrained? Apparently all 3 units of clansmen. I don't want that. So we'll leave behind the one that doesn't have. And you go onto the bridge now, please. So retrain them. Now, of course, there are things that we can do to ensure the growth of the channel, but I've never seen YouTube as a business. This is, as I bang on about non-stop, it is a fun hobby, and I will continue for it to be that. I'm not in this for a career or anything. Head up to Burrow Monarchist, join Gun. We're sending more reinforcements to Rukar. Soon we'll be at a point where I feel Rukar could move out and take Karasant. Now, Sant-and-Wee would be preferable because it's a castle, and that is the real training centre for them. But in the absence of that, another end turn. Let's see where we go. We're doing all right on the stability with this one as well so far, aren't we? And touch wood, it won't crash right now, and it won't crash too much. But and a question I've seen posed quite a lot. I do have Windows 10. I do have Windows 10. I'm also there's been a lot of obviously reading the installation videos that I've made for DaC since the whole reason I got onto YouTube. There's been a reasonable amount of feedback, and one thing that I'm going to do in the future videos of installations is I am going to unfortunately dumb it down to the absolute minimum level. I have seen too many comments of people saying that they don't have a medieval2.exe. They've only got a file called medieval2. And this, of course, to us who have even a modicum of knowledge of the computer, makes you just facepalm. But of course, to someone who doesn't really know a computer, the ins and outs of a computer all that well, of course, it's why would you assume that medieval2.exe is the same as medieval 2? So it's something that I've aired there because I've left that dangling, and I should have cleared that up. So they're going to unfortunately, for those of you who do know your way around a computer, they're probably going to be ridiculously annoying to watch. But then if you do know your way around, I can't imagine you'd be watching them anyway. But anyway, there we are. So some people were unaware of the difference between didn't realise that extensions aren't automatically shown unless you turn them on, and the extensions are a thing. So that was something, a little bit of an eye-opener for me. Righty-ho, where should we send you? Do we need you out there? We should probably get you out somewhere. A unit of cavalry will be useful in the north, so head north. I could have trained an army, a unit there. Where are we getting the trade? Here. The trading post image is the same as the caravan stop. That's very annoying. So, economic changes for Rhûn that you might expect in the future. This battle will likely end this episode. Rhûn will have smaller towns, less buildings pre-built. The caravan building is probably going to come away from Rhûn, is one of the key things as well. It's probably going to go to Khand, Harad, Umbar, and Dale. And Dale will get a unique version with a different name, but essentially the same building. Ah, Torwald, you're bringing Rovanian's trash. Hunters, spearmen, and riders, with one unit of pikes in there. A good unit of privateer axemen, of course, Torwald's bodyguards of high paladins. But you're going to die here.
Swiftly or slowly,
Leave, or we will all die here.
Just keep...
Name that film. That's a pretty obscure quote for you. I have used the film before, though. So.
Fortune smiles on our foes for the moment. Pray we can seduce fortune back to our side.
Now, I know what you're thinking. What do the Sooooooooo chariot looks like? And this is what they look like. Pretty darn cool, let's be honest. With Loknarim riding them. Or, are they Loknarim? Yeah, because the Innisrim are the cavalry. Yeah. Oh, dear. Light cavalry! Oh, they've... Did we ambush them? No. They've just opted to go to the corner. Right where our reinforcements are coming in. Oh, we're fighting on a little, like, village area. A little farmstead. Right, so the Sooooooooo chariots, if you've never had them before, are elephants with archers on the back. That is basically all they are. There's nothing more to them. There was a suggestion to remove the Sooooooooo chariots from Rhûn. And so instead, the reward for uniting all of Rhûn would be the Dragon's Wrath Guildsmen, who are, to be fair to them, an incredibly powerful unit. The Dragon's Wrath Guildsmen are a really, really strong ground infantry unit. But they're not the strongest. And uniting all of Rhûn should really reward you with a proper, decent unit. So in that respect, we've opted for the chariots instead. Which is why, as well, I think it would fit to have a requirement be taking Dorwinian's lands. Because that would feel like you've really achieved something, you know? At the moment, I don't think it has as much of a feel of achievement. Right, what's happening then? No, nothing really. Move them into position, just getting some shots off. Obviously, this way we've got just a cavalry army. Don't want to charge those pikemen, they will drop us. Pikes get a huge hidden bonus against elephants. A massive hidden bonus against elephants. You've really got to watch out. Right, run in over there. We've not got too much coming from that side that can actually help, but all will help. Ah, and there's the High Paladins at the back, the only unit we really fear. Because if we don't act well, they could take us down. Those privateer axemen will do well against the elephants as well. The hordes of Rhûn. With our allies. It's cool. It is cool having Candice troops littered out amongst the ranks of Rhûn. I really like it. And if you play as Mordor, you play as Harad, you play as Rhûn, you all get Khan's troops, and I think it's good. It really gets Khan's forces out into the actual game a bit more. Move up a bit more. I don't know who you're shooting at the moment, but continue. Those Rovanian riders are going down before they've even fought anyone. Ah, straight into the area, lad. It's Kabisar's men. Right, cavalry. Or not cavalry, but chariots. Brutal. Oh dear, absolutely brutal. Please tell me you killed everything you just ran over, because that would be amazing. Oh, balls. You ran too far, you stupid idiots. Charged into our own line. Just get out, just get out. Right, you've all hit him. You can go around, you can go around. You guys can get involved, you can come over there. You can move up there.
For the moment, the fickle smile of fortune shines upon us. Pray, this is a portent of a victory.
No, don't get involved with the chariots. Just leave them to go crazy up on the top of the hill. They're so... They're as much as a danger to you as they are to the enemy, really. But 45% of the enemy has died, and we have only lost a mere 6%. That is a very favourable exchange. Got some Ravanian riders on the end there we could really do with bringing down, though.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Go on then, do
Pray
get
they
involved.
lose their will to fight.
High Paladins are down to 7. Marauders are the trash of Khand, so they're not actually as strong as you might expect, or you might think. This is pretty much over. No way. Oh my god.
Victory
And
is
people
well
always
within our
tell
grasp.
me that the chariots are
Our
OP.
foe will surely see this and lose heart.
I've killed them all by accidentally leaving them in battle against a unit with a spear. A trash unit with a spear has killed my entire chariot force. Oh, no. Yeah, we had one guy there left. Oh, the farmhand pikemen are down. Farmhand pikemen are about the only thing left. Oh, they're running. So what actually is left? Is the general still fighting somewhere then, I think? Must be. Yes, there he is. Oh, I've missed him. We're moving in, and he's there. Yes, there he is.
We have cut off the great
Oh, and he's
victories
dead.
are like sweet nectar. Come,
Oh, yes, that will
let
be the
us
end there.
drink of the most rare
155,
and glorious
636.
fruit.
2 men survived to tell the tale of the destruction. Chariots killed 93, more than anything else, but they paid for it with their lives. The problem is once they're in battle, obviously micromanagement, if you micromanage the chariots, they're really, really powerful. They died there because I'm rubbish. Well, not that I'm rubbish. I suppose if I tried my absolute hardest, I could do an awful lot better, but I'm just laid back. I'm casual. I don't care about min-maxing. But if you leave an elephant in battle, the reason they're pretty crap is because they have a huge hitbox. So lots of enemies are attacking them all in one go. It doesn't calculate, as far as I'm aware, it doesn't calculate it on, oh, this gentleman hit you, so let's see what happened there, and then this gentleman hit you, let's see what happened there. It does them all as one. So every attack on you is calculated. It's not like whichever enemy unit your elephant is targeting. It's like every battle is like a one-on-one. The larger your unit size, the more things can hit it. Which is why cavalry as well are rubbish in prolonged melee, because they just get slaughtered. That remains true. But what we are going to do now is we're going to take the cavalry only, and we're going to charge off to Othelbed.
Tomorrow's journey awaits.
Let's bring that down. Oh, you can recruit them and retrain them. That's good. I could do with one general staying behind and building some towers. Or can I bring a general from somewhere else, actually? So the elephants have a massive natural disadvantage because they have just such large hitboxes, and by leaving them alone like I just did, I'm playing directly into the enemy's hands, so that's why they died. And of course, even spears get a bonus against elephants, quite a substantial one. So everything in the game is basically designed to kill your elephants. Well, not everything, but a lot of things. Now, if these things really are as affluent as people say, then let's throw some of them out and about. at and a bat. Oh, they're restricted by large town, though. That's interesting. So these smaller towns won't get them. These smaller towns can get... Well, if we are going to be attacking Mordor, then recruitment is what we're going to want. But mines, actually. Let's go purely economical for now. Oh, you've got everything. You have built everything. Get a shrine then, but we don't really need it, to be honest. The third tier of the shrine does give bonuses. Ah, you can't get the third tier. You must only be able to get that in cities. Why can you only go to large towns? No, what restriction is that? Barracks event. It needs the barracks event.
Yes,
I'm with it. Right, you're off to Othelbed, so Kargi, head further north, find out what's happening at Santanwi. The garrison there is quite strong. This is one of Elite Dwarf's generic Northman castles, which is what this is. A castle or a stronghold? It's a stronghold, so this is the highest tier castle for the Northmen. That's Rohan, Dorwinion, Dale, and that's it, I think. Because Bree used to be Northmen, but Bree now have their own unique, totally unique towns. Which is another big reason why, and they're coming as well. So we've got some fights on our hands in the coming days, but for now, that will indeed conclude. So, thank you very much for watching, if indeed you have. I do hope you've enjoyed this. Feedback, as ever, is always welcome. And I have no idea what will be tomorrow's video, but we'll find out. And until we speak again, dear friends, Navar Naden Peribad Melunin, and farewell.